Buongiorno everyone. I'm just here waiting at the bus stop, which is just by the post office, as you can see, PT. And it's a lovely morning. It's going to be about 28 degrees today, which is like perfection to me. And here at the bus stop, I'm just looking, there's lots and lots of streamers and gold things on the ground. Someone obviously had a party here last night. It's a beautiful quiet morning here in Casciana. It's that beautiful little fountain I showed you the other day. And I'm just going to grab a bottle of cold water from the little kiosk here and maybe one of their vegan croissants for later on. I often feel after I've done all my exercises I need something to munch on, and the little vegan croissants that they have here are just awesome. So let's grab one of those. That's from La Barriquina, just here. The cute little kiosk that's right on the square. Let's go and see what they've got. So I was just there at the little cafe. There's the beautiful old Albergo Stella. And lots of people sitting outside this bar this morning actually. And actually, yes, I'll go in that way. I'll take you through there and see if I can show you the cafe there. So I've just walked in there from outside. And this is the wonderful cafe that has the incredible ceilings and a chandelier. And then I'm just walking that way back to the foyer. I thought I'd just show you one of the other gymnasiums here with all the different treatments that they have. There, that's one. There's 5 altogether. There's another one here. That was a really good session. I thought I was going to suffer today because of the heat and getting in the hot water, but oddly enough and fortunately, the water temperature kind of alters each day because it's thermal, obviously, and it just felt that little bit cooler, if I can say. It still would have been like maybe 33, 34 degrees probably, but it just felt that little bit better. And actually, I supported it really well and still did my whole session, did my terapia, which, I said last week I didn't know what it was. I looked it up and I don't even know if we've got it in Australia, but if we do, I bet it's really expensive and very, very exclusive because it's the latest and greatest machine and technology in the reparation of tissues, of muscles, tendons, etc. So I'm so lucky to be doing it here, and honestly in Italy the costs are very low even though I'm paying myself. Here comes my bus. Ciao! Well, I've come back from Casciana Terme and to find electric plugs. So it looks a little bit high, but it's not because the floor is still not quite the level it will be. Still has to come up a little bit. So obviously we have switches either side of where the bed will go. And then there are switches for the room with electrical plugs. That is the actual main little box there for this room. Over here you'll see that they've made a line in the wall here which will actually lead up to the ceiling to be a light that's hanging down here, and there will be lights hanging here as well. And I don't know that they've come. Oh yes, they have come. Okay, so that is going to be for obviously a switch next to the lit mirror here that will be electrified. There shouldn't be anything else in here, I don't think. No, they've got a fan going in here today. What a great idea. So I think that's it now, but that's taken them quite a while today because they had to obviously drill into all of the finished walls that had been done. Well, that's just one of the way it goes. You have to do those things. and it was very, very messy and these white bricks, special bricks that are fireproof, that I think I told you about yesterday, last time, they created a lot of white dust. And as I walked by, as I came home, they said, "Go away, Marisa, don't come," because they're all wearing masks. So yes, I could see that the room was full of dust, but all good, all fantastic. Really, really happy it's really coming along. Hello everyone. I'm having a bad day today. Just thought I'd let you know. Some days are better than others, and some days are a lot worse. And there's been a lot happening, lots and lots and lots happening, and every single day there seemed to be something else that I had to my list of urgent things to do, and people to speak to, and people to get back to, and people to jump to attention to, and things to happen for downstairs, and bills to pay, and more money going out than coming in, and it can just be overwhelming, especially when you miss your husband or your partner or your loved one so much, and they're on the other side of the world and you're doing it all yourself. And as much as they're the most wonderful support you could ever hope for, it's just not enough sometimes, is it, to make you feel better? So I just wanted to be real with you all, because living this life, it can sometimes look glamorous to others outside, but we live in a little village, in a darling little house that we've worked hard to try and make beautiful, or as beautiful as we can, little by little, and there's a long way to go. And we live very separate lives a lot of the time, and I worry about my husband, and I worry about my mother, and you know, like most people, I worry about a lot of things that are out of my control, so I have to just let go. But it's difficult, and each day presents new challenges, and some days they just seem insurmountable, but I know they're not. And I sit and talk to myself and give myself a pep talk, and I do my affirmations, and I do all those things, and I pray. And I know tomorrow will be a better day, but today just isn't one of them. Buonasera, everyone. Oh, I'm puffing a little bit. I've just walked a long way up the hill, which is not something I do very often because I'm not meant to actually, but I'm going to dinner at Il Boschetto, the little forest. So the lovely pizzeria and restaurant that's in the little forest up the top here. I'm going with my friend Julia from the States because she leaves tomorrow. So it's going to be a lovely evening. There's a breeze. The temperature's slightly lower and there's a breeze. So it's really nice outside. Yay! Here we go, Il Boschetto. Oh, big breeze blowing. Wow, almost too breezy. Wonderful. Oops, I forgot to show you my pizza. It was so good, I just tucked right in. And we're having a lovely bottle of Vermentino, and Julia's just gone off to take a phone call. But I hope you can see the moon up through the trees up there. It's hard to see here, I know. But it's a beautiful, beautiful evening sitting outdoors. So lovely.
Just a magical little place.
Sure is. Don't know whether you're going to be able to tell. And is it still rumbling? Yes, slightly. It's like this soft rumbling in the distance that you may not hear. You can see the neighbours' sheets floating around. The breeze has picked up. It drops and comes and goes. The little olive tree was blowing around a little bit before. Now it's kind of dropped. But there is a beautiful cool breeze, and I don't know what it's going to do. But we shall soon find out. In the meantime, my pasta awaits me. Ma che buono. I'm sure I've put way too much than what I will eat. I was hungry today, so I cooked quite a lot. So it's spinach and ricotta ravioli with parmigiano and a little bit of basil. And I just did a little tomato sauce with it. It smells delicious. I can't wait to dig in. I'm going to just put a little YouTube video on to watch while I'm sitting here having my lunch. And bon appetito to me, but I think I'll have leftovers. That's okay. We're allowed to have leftovers. In the meantime, I wanted to come and have a look. Yes, that's what I thought. I knew there'd be storms and rain happening somewhere. It's so humid today. It's exceedingly heavy. And the sky came across so dark at one stage in my lounge room. I thought, oh good, we'll get some rain. But it's gone around us again. But as you can see in the distance, someone is definitely getting rain. And that's what's causing it to be so darn humid here. And nature, look at the colour of the hills. They're so bone dry. It hasn't rained here, I think for a couple of months almost now. Or at least 6 weeks, I'd probably say. So we could really do with some rain here in Chianni and the surrounding area here. Supposedly it's coming this weekend, or maybe it'll come earlier, looking at those clouds. And unfortunately they've had some really violent storms on the coast. That's the only problem when you get these summer storms. They come and all of a sudden they just come with a rage, don't they? Oh well. 5 o'clock. There's that lovely house they were renovating, but they don't seem to have got any further at the moment. They must be having hold-ups like I had. Let's go back down to the village this way. Try and walk a little bit in the shade. It's such a quiet afternoon and very grey, but very still. Just a slight breeze blowing in the olive trees, as you can see. And just a couple of drops of rain on my head just now. I thought we might get a couple of drops, but it's okay, I won't melt. I came out for a little walk because I haven't been out walking at all with the heat, but also because of my leg. So a combination of heat and leg issues and feet issues and all sorts of things has stopped me from getting out. But I was determined this afternoon just to have a little stroll and come and look at the views. I miss them so much. They're all so beautiful. Just walking down the main road, Via Roba, that goes around through the village. I think that's a motorbike, I think. Yes. And outside, lovely friends that bought that gorgeous house with big views here over the valley from the States that I helped purchase their property. And tomorrow night we've got a big festa. We've got I think they call it Festa Paesana or something like that, which basically means village fair in a way, but it's mostly surrounded around activities for children, which I'm really looking forward to see because I haven't seen it before. Just stop here for a second. And they have lots of activities for kiddies, and they have the big dinner out in the streets again with great big long tables that go all the way through the streets. So I'm not sure how many hundreds of people will go to that, but I'm really looking forward to that again. Chianni does that so well. And for 20 euros, literally, I know you get everything included, and it's all money to go back to help the Misericordia, which is like the volunteer ambulance service, and the poor, if there are poor people that need help in the village. So it's something that I really truly want to support. And it's just always so wonderful to do things here in the village because everyone really gets together and helps one another, and it's a beautiful community. Oh, I knew there was a reason why I didn't bother doing anything with my hair when I washed it today, because now it's going to get wet again anyway. I must have known. It's actually really starting to sprinkle on me now, and I just realised I've also got washing outside because I thought, oh, I'll do some washing today. Clever me. That's okay, it's only a few drops of lovely pure rain from the sky. It won't hurt anyone. Oh, it's finally decided to rain a little. It's raining on my curtain. But not very much, although the sky is very grey. That may change. It might come down heavier, I'm not sure. It smells good to smell the rain. Oh my goodness, it really, really smells good to smell the rain. Makes things smell so fresh and clean, doesn't it? We've needed this so desperately. Grazie carissima. While I'm waiting for my clients, I thought I'd just show you we now have a lavanderia self-service, and it's a really lovely self-service laundromat. Chianni Wash and Dry. Open every day from 6 a.m. till midnight, which is fantastic, and it's really new and fresh and gorgeous inside. So that is a wonderful addition to the village, and it's right here on the corner opposite Serena's lovely little corner shop there, and the bar and the mini market. So there you go. And I just wanted to show you Serena's shop. Look how pretty she's made it. And of course, as I said, because everything today is surrounded around the you know, it's about children. Let's put it that way. It's all about kiddies today. So she's put all her children's gifts and toys and things out in the street and made it look really, really pretty. Everyone, how are you? Oh well, I've had a nice little rest this afternoon, which I felt I would need because I'm going out now for dinner, the street dinner, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm so excited about it. Well, I get excited about anything these days. It's just good to get out of the house and be away from the usual and the renovations and see some friends and have some fun and get with the community. So plus the weather's nicer, it's a bit cooler, so it's more pleasant to go out. You even feel like putting on a pretty dress and some makeup, and even, well, my hair, I won't say too much. I'm still having bad hair days, but it's not as frizzy as it normally is. That's already a really good start. So anyway, I will try and take you with me this evening and let you see the wonderful evening we have down there. I look forward to trying to share some things with you. Okay, so I'll see you later. Arrivederci. Okay, so just so you can all understand what's going on, everyone's arriving. The queue's down there of people that haven't paid yet, and they're getting their bits and pieces. Scusa. And the tables go all the way around and down the street over there as well. And there are 300 of us, and it's sold out. More people have been asking for tickets, but it's all sold out. They couldn't handle more than 300. And we're just outside the pizzeria, so it'll be nice and be pretty lights later on, and it'll be cool. mangiando pure lui. We now have our pasta. Oh, this is so funny because of the evening here. They've had to, and they've blocked off the streets, they've had to, in the middle of the restaurants here, put the Pisa Pontedero sign. That's so cute. I love the gentle morning light. The days are just starting to get a little bit softer, if you like. You can just feel it in the air. We are still going to get a lot of warmth. There will be hot days, but there's just a little bit of change, and it's beautiful. I love my little view out of my window. Bright morning, sun's shining in my eyes, but it's a softer summer's morning, which is great. Not so hot. And I'm off to Chianni Tuscany for the treatments at the thermal spa once again. And I just wanted to let you know that this morning I'm off to see the orthopedic specialist because it's now been April, so May, June, July, August, 4 months that I've been having treatments since my accident, and it's check-up time to see how I'm doing. And I feel like I'm doing really, really well, although I can tell that there's still quite a bit of damage and quite a bit of time. They did say to me an injury like this would take a minimum, a minimum of 6 months. So I'm not there yet, but I'm definitely well and truly on the way, and gosh, just so blessed to be doing what I'm doing at the moment, for heaven's sakes. I mean, nowhere else could I be doing this. I couldn't be doing it financially anywhere else. I wouldn't afford to do it anywhere else, and finding the same sort of thing somewhere else would be almost impossible. We have nothing like this back in Sydney. So, and going to physiotherapists and things on a regular basis in Australia is a very expensive prospect. And I haven't even heard of the techotherapy that I'm doing, the techotherapy. I looked it up and talked to you about it last time. I don't even know that it exists back in Australia. I've never heard of it. It might do, and if it does, it will be something so exclusive for sure that it will cost a fortune to do. So I'm highly unlikely to afford it, and therefore if I can get all these therapies done now, early on in the piece, when all the healing of all the tissue in the muscles is really taking place, then I am well and truly on my way to being much, much better, much quicker. So let's see what the specialist says today, and I'll chat to you later. While I'm wandering through the quiet streets of Chianni this morning, because obviously I'm here well before anything opens up, it's 8:15, I think. I thought I'd just explain to you also that it's a flat town. Now, to many, that's really interesting, because I get a lot of people say to me when they're looking for houses in Italy that they don't think they could live in a hilltop town, and I can totally understand why. To many people, hilltop towns would be a struggle, just as it is to me at the moment, in all honesty, with my leg. So I do understand, and a lot of people just can't live going up and down hills for physical reasons, whatever it might be. Let me cross over here. I'll show you the beautiful tree-lined street there. It's gorgeous. So the spa's just over here behind the church. So the beautiful thing about Chianni, and you would have seen when I'd shown you the square before, which is what I'm just passing by, the entry to the square now, is that it's relatively flat. and it's surrounded by all the beautiful hills. The minute you leave the village, as you saw on the bus, we're surrounded by the hills. But for someone that wants to live in a really lovely town, very elegant town actually, with everything you need here, obviously it's larger than Chianni, so got the little market going on there this morning on the bus terminal and all those kind of things. So you've got absolutely everything you could possibly need, and the spa, which is a big bonus. But you don't have the hills to struggle with each day when you go out walking. So I thought I'd just mention that. I didn't know if I mentioned that before, but I know to many that could be a real point of interest. Well, I've arrived at the rehab centre and I've got my doctor's appointment, so let's get inside and see what happens. I just came into the square after my treatment and they're putting up stands, and there's a little thing here, La Polentina. There's obviously going to be a festa in Casciana, so don't know what kind. I'll have a look. I think I saw something for this weekend. I just wanted to show you this shop here as well, Emporio Martolini. It actually doesn't look like anything much from outside. They've got lovely things like beautiful clothing and all sorts of things, and bags and hats. Look at the cute little display they've got outside. I went inside once with my friend Carolyn and we found lots of things in there you wouldn't expect. And then this little store here on the end is gorgeous as well. It's an Arboristeria di Cosciana, where the lady makes everything herself. And it's always really prettily decorated outside. It says un piccolo pensiero positivo può cambiare l'umore di una giornata storta, which means a little positive thought can totally change a bad day, let's say, the way a day goes. So how sweet is that? And that's open. She's there most days, and it's really lovely stuff. So I thought I would just show you on the way back to the bus. They're closing off the street here like they did in Chianni the other day. I noticed them putting up barriers. So yes, there's definitely a festa going on. Oh, actually, I think it's a race. Can you see that sign up the top of the road, Arrivo? That means arrival or the end. So when there's a race. Oh, I think I remember. I think there's some kind of thing going on with Harley Davidsons or something this weekend. Maybe it's got something to do with that. Well, there you go. I would show you all Bibi again. I've just come down to start her up. I haven't been able to drive her since I got her, which is so sad. And every time I come in here, I kind of feel sad for her sitting here on her lonesome. I'm so weird like that. Is anybody else weird like that? It's like they're like little people to me. My darling little baby. She's so adorable and she needs to go out in the street and drive. So I think I found a friend now that I was talking to the other day that might be able to give me proper lessons. But I don't know if I'll have time before I leave. But let's hope so. In the meantime, I've just come to start her up again and just let her kick over. But she's so beautiful and she's still sparkling clean because we gave her such a beautiful clean up. Next spring, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another timber treatment on. So just to keep the timber nice, because of course, you know, timber shrinks and swells. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word, with weather and humidity and things like that. So it's good just to keep it nice. with the treatment on it, so I'll do that next spring. But she'll be fine because she's all closed up for the winter. So, little darling. Anyway, let's get inside and give her a kick over.